Hello, very good evening and very good morning to the people in the US. Hearty welcome. It's such a joy to connect with you once again. Hearty welcome to iLead Tax Academy. Hearty welcome to all our beloved students. So please please share the link, as you're watching the video. Please comment, let me know, you're here. It'll be such a joy, to connect with you on this forum. So thank you very much for tuning with us today. And I look forward to a wonderful time, with all you people. So yeah, please like and share. I'm Nanda Kumar KV, founder and CEO at iLead Tax Academy and iLead Tax LLC, and it's such a joy to have you with us today. So today, I wanted to talk to you before we begin on the T-Day session. Just like every week we pick up a topic. So today I wanted to talk about taking the full responsibility for your life. I mean, of your life. It's very important that you take the full responsibility for it. I mean, I've been listening to different people, different students. Every day I get to talk to at least one student, and in my interaction what I have noticed is somewhere majority of the people try to not take the responsibility or try to blame somebody else. Okay, so I thought why not make a short content on this, because when we know, as I always say, when we know why we have to do certain thing, it truly doesn't matter how we are doing it. The why of it, when you know it, that is more than enough. The why of it will motivate you to do what you want to do. Okay, then the how of it truly doesn't matter. Fine. So just take a look at this. I love this quotation. What is written here: most people do not really want freedom. Most people really do not want freedom because freedom involves responsibility, and most people are frightened of responsibility. Wow, how true is that? How true is that? How true is that? Most people do not really want freedom because freedom involves responsibility. You can be free from certain things only when you take responsibility for it. I mean, if you take Mahatma Gandhi also, I mean, somebody took responsibility somewhere. They took responsibility somewhere. They felt they have to fight for the freedom. And any business leader or any entrepreneur, they took responsibility to serve the community. They took the responsibility to take care of their family. But as this rightly says, most people do not really want freedom because freedom involves responsibility, and most people are frightened of responsibility. I mean, today we live in such a world, wherein they try to blame their parents. I mean, I wish my parents gave me such an education. They try to blame their spouse because I got a wrong spouse, a life partner, or also the breakups, or their friends, their colleagues, a company or boss, because I don't work in a proper company, because I don't have a proper boss, because I don't have a proper manager. I mean, friends, relatives, clients, team, economy, government. I mean, they try to blame everyone that is possible. I'm sure each one of you, if you are not one of them, that is really great, because if you are somebody who is trusting yourself, and if you believe in God, you trust in the Almighty also, and you keep improving every day, I think nothing stops you from living your life. What do you say? Right? Because none is responsible for your life. Even if you take the story of Super 30 movie, I mean, none is responsible for your life. You got to take a stand. You got to be responsible. I'm sure, most of you must have watched the Super 30 movie, one of my favorite movies. I mean, he comes from a very humble background, but he went on to create an history in India. I mean, we have so many titans, so many Ratnas in our great nation called India, right? So, my friend, I just wanted to very humbly tell you that, no one is responsible for your life. Though they say, mommy, daddy, or, anybody, says that even if your fiance, they say that I am there. They are there, but they are not completely responsible for your life. Like, let's say, you weigh some extra pounds. They cannot take the responsibility for you to lose those extra pounds, that extra fat. I mean, you got to go hit the gym. You got to take control of your body. I mean, show me anybody, who lost weight because, others worked for them. Whether it's prayer, fasting, or anything. And they got to do it. If they have to cut down that extra calories, it is they who got to do it. So my dear friend, remember that, nobody is going to be responsible for your life. Am I making a negative statement by saying this? No, everybody is there, but you got to take the full responsibility. Now, even, this EA license examination also, even if your parents, or your loved ones funded, this examination, who is going to write the examination? Is your dad going to come? Is your mom going to come? Am I going to come? Who is going to write the examination? It is you, my dear friend. So please do not blame anybody or anything. And please take complete control of your life. As your teacher, as your mentor, I feel it is my responsibility of developing, a good leader or a good human being more than that. Okay, so wherever you are, whatever you are doing, I request you, not to blame anybody and take complete responsibility for your life. I like this, quote by Brian Tracy. He says, peak performance begins with your taking complete responsibility for your life and everything that happens to you. Wow, how amazing. Brian Tracy is known as, one of the successful industry leaders. I mean, who has developed so many leaders. I mean, you know about Brian Tracy. For people who do not know, you can just Google that name. He is saying this. Peak performance begins with your taking complete responsibility of your life and everything that happens to you. So you got to take, complete responsibility of your life. Let that be today. And I think, this picture speaks it all. So just, stop blaming everybody, just stop blaming everybody. I mean, I didn't have a proper trainer. I didn't have a proper coach. I mean, there could be so many reasons. If you were doing better, if you were improving every day, then who's going to stop you? No one, none. Okay, so here, I've written this. The day you stop blaming everyone for everything that happens in your life, that's when progress begins in your life. The day you stop blaming everyone for everything that happens in your life, that's when progress begins in your life. How true is that? Only you have the power to control and direct your thoughts, words, habits, actions, and feelings. I mean, we must have read, the quotations, of Swami Vivekananda also, or any religious book also. It says that all power is within us. All power is within us. It is up to us to discover and unleash the potential or the power that the supreme power as Supreme Almighty has put within us. But each one of us, has some unique gift which can be culminated, into a better thing by our thoughts, how we think, by our words, how we speak, by our habits, what's our behavior, by our actions, and by our feelings. Feelings could also be emotions, it could also be desire, or it could also be intentions. We are all human beings. We are all driven by, emotions. And of course, the actions speak louder than the words. So even when you listen, to all these things, until and unless, you take an action, I mean, you could be in any area of your life. I have students from different fraternity, different fields, I mean, right from 18 years, to 70 plus years. So we have students, from plus two, you can say, I mean, undergraduates to like, Caleb generation, the good retired people also. I mean, I get to interact with different people. I love teaching, so I got into it, and thankfully people like, the way we teach. Of course, EA, you do it from anywhere. You do it from anywhere. EA has its own value. Okay. Well, anyways, let's come back. Okay. So I want you to ask if you're going through, a tough time or whatsoever, because I've seen, some of the students, that I'm talking to, sir, you do not know, what I'm going through. Yeah, I'm not needed to know. Okay. But even if I knew, I just want you to calm down. I want you to calm down and ask yourself, these questions. Ask yourself these questions. Who are you blaming for what you are today? Have you failed an examination? Have you lost somebody you love? Whether it's a breakup or it's a death? Are you going through a financial crisis? Have you lost your job? Who are you blaming for it? Why would your employer lose you if you were productive? If you were an asset to the company? Unless you are a threat to him. Exceptions apply. Unless you are a threat to him, why would your employer lose you? If you were really productive, if you are really fruitful, if you are really profitable, if you are really building more leaders in the company, why would any foolish employer lose you? And if he does lose you, probably he must be a fool. I just want you to, ponder on these questions. Who are you blaming for what you are today? Take a moment, okay? It's not a speech or something. It truly works, because even in the last year, I had like 300 plus students in the pandemic. I mean, each one has a different story. I had a physiotherapist, enroll for EA course. I had a divorcee. We have different kinds of students enroll. But as a teacher, as a leader, I feel, it is also my job, to address that side of the problem. Next one, think what would happen if you stopped blaming others and started improving yourself. Because my wife feeds me rice every day, I'm fat like this. But don't you have a choice? Don't you have a choice to eat the right food? No, because I don't have a proper salary or proper income to eat the right food, I'm like this. I mean, can't you work hard? Can't you talk to your boss to take more roles? Can't you look an additional job, a side hustle? Can't you do something more? Can't you not find any way, how you can make extra income? Can't you? I mean, given the pandemic, there have been so many work from home opportunities. What have you done? I mean, then, just going through the feeds, watching some crappy stuff, flipping through the channels, Netflix, Amazon, whatever. If you're not one of them, this is not for you. But I get to talk to some students, who come with parents. So I get to see, all these things. I mean, even working professionals, they say, sir, we have a very busy day. So at the end of the day, when I go home, I need a little entertainment for myself. Absolutely, you deserve it. You deserve it. If you had a long day, you truly deserve it. I mean, that's a true retreat, that you should give, for your sweat, for all your toil during the day. Nothing wrong in it. But have you been productive at your work? Have you been productive at your work? Without disrespecting or without hurting your relationship. I mean, it could be your family, it could be your loved ones. Have you done your best? Ask yourself. And last, how will you How will your life be if you stopped reacting to negative people but started working on yourself? Wow. Can you imagine how would you look if you lost those weights, that extra weight? Can you imagine how you would be if you qualified EA or CA, CPA, anything? How your life would be? Can you imagine, where you will be working? Can you imagine what would be the salary you will be getting? Can you imagine the size of team you would be handling? Can you imagine the company that you can start on your own? Can you imagine? I want you to imagine. In my last session, I was speaking about the 7 spheres of life. Okay, personal, financial. Personal life, it's family. Financial, it is related to your employment or business or profession. Mental, it's about your knowledge, that you're gaining in whatever domain. Physical, it is your fitness. Social, how you deal with, society, friends. Then digital, how well, you stay digitally connected, to people. Whether it's on Facebook, LinkedIn, Insta. I'm not talking about Tinder, okay? And finally, spiritual, how you are connected to the Almighty. These 7 spheres of life are very, very important, and I'm sure each one of us going through some pain, will be in one of these spheres only. We must be stuck, in one of these spheres only, somewhere or the other. Okay. Considering these 7 spheres, I want you to quickly take a pen and paper. Probably, after you watch this video, pause this, look at each of those 7 spheres of life, and if you have to get better, I want you to write 3 things for each of those categories. What you should be doing right now. What you should be doing right now. So let's talk about finances. Let's talk about finances. Okay. Sir, I'm struggling in my employment. Why are you struggling? No, the newcomer, he does a better job. Boss is more favored to that person. Okay. Why is boss favored? Why is boss most favored? He has invested his hard-earned money into business, and anybody who is able to make it fruitful, only to that person, he may want to give those leads. If you have been a very lethargic person, very passively involved to the vision of the leader, I'm sure, you will not be given, that much importance by your boss or your manager. Your manager or your leader has to depend on you. Can he count on you? Or is it that you have done your best, you've got so much revenue for the company, and yet you were not treated right? Then move out. Move out. World is big. If you are a productive person, if you are a fruitful person, move out from that place. Why be there? Just move out. But if you are not growing, then sit down and write 3 things. You will know better. Did I stop improving somewhere? Did I stop improving somewhere? 3 things, matter to any company. Increasing the revenue, decreasing the cost, or expanding the market share. What is that? 3 things. To any company that you're working, any company. Increasing the revenue, decreasing the cost, and maximizing the market share. Branding, marketing, whatever. Where are you involved, my dear friend? Even if it is a non-voice process or a desk job, whatsoever, by you doing the work, does the sales of the company increase? Yes or no? Yeah. You do more tax returns, let's say. The sales of the company increases or not? You do more calls. Does the sale of the company increase or not? Are you doing that? Why are you not upgrading yourself? Why are you not learning something new? Why are you not making the right connections? Why are you not associating with the right people? I love this quote from Rim John. He says, we are average of 5 people that we spend our time with. Whom do you spend your time with? Look at those 7 spheres of life. Just take a look at it. So personal, financial, mental, physical, social, digital, spiritual. Okay. So let's say, average of 5 people. Whosoever you spend your time with, okay, personal, think of, that person whom you spend your time with. Financial, okay, your boss or your team member. Mental, I mean, if you're studying some course or something like this, that person will also be on your mind. Physical, if you're going to gym, or a trainer, or if you're eating the right food, or if you are stuck with some illness and the doctor has advised you a particular treatment, I mean, all these people, will be on your mind. Social, the kind of content you consume, the kind of people you connect with. Digital and spiritual. Whatever is your religious book, I read Bible. Whatever is your religious book. So if you are reading that, even that will be on your mind. So average of 5 people that you spend time with, that's what, it makes you that kind of a person. So who are you spending your time with? So identify, what you should be doing right now. What you should be doing right now. I mean, sir, I'm not getting, more sales. Sir, I'm not able to do more tax returns. Understand. Spend time. Practice more. Listen to those lectures again and again. Buy some classes. Read some content on the internet. I mean, check it on the YouTube. I mean, today we live in such a world, where we have it in abundance. I mean, the information is in abundance. We are living in such a world. Jai Google. Explore. Discover. Unleash your potential. I mean, each of those 7 categories, I challenge you to find out, what are the 3 things you should start doing. What are the 3 things you should start doing? And what if you did it more? What if you did it more? I mean, you wanted to lose weight, then you said, okay, fine, let me start going to gym. Okay, let me start going to gym and just do the treadmill. Okay, fine. 30 minutes, daily walk. Perfect. Wonderful. And then you see, see that, you're making progress. You feel better. You look good. And then you discover, yeah, fine, let me make it 45 minutes. Okay, let me make it 1 hour. Let me do, some more weights. You still get better. You not only reduce weight, you tend to develop, good muscles. You tend to be flexible. What is it that you must be doing? And what if you did that more? Identify that. Next one. What should you stop doing right now? Not this show. Not this show. But what you should be, stop doing. Spending time, on the idiot box or on the phones, watching crap. I mean, until and unless, you have achieved something, and until you are paying, the bills at the home and things like that, I don't think, you have any right to waste, your parents' hard-earned money. Or even if you're doing that, in your company also, you have free internet and you try to, watch all the crappy thing there. I mean, you have no right to do that. What do you say? Stop doing that. Instead, watch, some educational video. I mean, watch something, that makes you a better leader. Watch a leadership video. Watch a sales video. Watch something, that is technical, that is related to your domain, and see how the future will unfold. Try doing that. Try doing it for 3 days, just like, how we did that no spam challenge. I mean, even that, no spam, negativity, obesity, smoking, then porn, then addictions, and then masturbation. Okay, try doing that for 3-4 days and see how you feel it for yourself. What if you did that less? Sir, every day, every hour I have to smoke 1 cigarette at least. Okay, I work 12 hours, so 12 cigarettes. Just why not reduce it to 6? Why not reduce it to 3? Why not reduce it to 1? And why not reduce it to none? Try it. I mean, challenge yourself at least for 1 day and see how you feel. Get better. I mean, say it's only parents and teachers and leaders who can make, a better society. I mean, that's what I feel. Parents, teachers, and leaders. So if you are a parent, whether you are a teacher, whether you are a leader, you could be an entrepreneur, you could be a manager, or you could also be a household person. You are the leader in the family. Your words, your actions, your habits, your thoughts, your behavior will have a very ripple effect on the people around you. So you are responsible. Write down these things in each area of your life and see how it is going to impact you and also others. Let me know and share me your experience. I love this picture. I love this picture, Just take a moment, look at that picture. Look at that picture. You are your responsibility. Nobody is going to carry you. Some may be thinking, what's the need for this man to do, all this drama? He can just sit in a wheelchair and be at home. But maybe he did not knew that his image will be used here. His image will be used here, and someone like you and I will be inspired seeing this image. What's stopping you? Even if he gave a pose for this picture, still he started. What's stopping you? Get started today. Find a good mentor. Get started today. Whatever is your dream, whatever is your passion, whatever you want to do, take full responsibility for your life. You're not called to live, an average life. You're not called to live an average life. You want to be rich. You want to be talented. You want to look good. Fair enough. But are you putting in the effort that is needed to do that? That's a question that only you can ask yourself, and it's a question you can answer yourself. Okay, I hope you get some insights from it. So fine, hearty welcome. So we'll get started with the MCQs on the Enrolled Agent License Training. So I'm your host Nanda Kumar KV and the instructor here at iLead Tax Academy. Okay, so we will be going to menti.com, and thank you very much for staying there. So this is what you need to become an enrolled agent here. All you need to become an enrolled agent. So I keep saying this, every now and then. So enrolled agent is the highest, tax credential in the USA, given by the US Department of Treasury Internal Revenue Service. And if you have any questions, about how to become an enrolled agent or anything, concerning EA or USA taxation, please ping in the comment section and I will address it, as we progress. Fine. So the uniqueness about iLead Tax Academy is that you get tax lectures here with the class notes. You get the tax lectures. We have students from different countries, not just India, USA alone. We have students from different countries, and most of them are working professionals or involved in something or other, because my students are not idle. Hey, my students are not idle. They're always involved in something that is productive and useful. So the first thing is you get tax lectures here. You get recorded tax lectures, or I come live like this every week. I dictate the class notes, the way they make notes of it. You go through that. Actually, that is more than enough for you to solve the MCQs. And then you have the MCQs. You get the MCQs with explanation. 2500 plus MCQs you get. And then you get the tax material, iLead tax material. We call it as EA, iLead EA study guide. So you get that study guide. You get revision class videos. So after the regular class lectures and the notes and all, you get the revision class videos also. So once you've completed studying everything, and on a weekend you decide, okay bhai chalo aaj part 1 revise karte hain, part 2 revise karte hain, part 3 revise karte hain. So each of these videos are like just some 10 hours or something. So weekend must be a good time for you to revise all these things. So we are the only ones who do US taxation training for 150 plus hours, and also with the revision classes and all. And then you get 10 SE. SE, I meant it means special enrollment examination, which is nothing but again the enrolled agent examination with the US Department of Treasury, Internal Revenue Service. You get 10 model papers. I mean, it's like mock test, so you can just take it up, and it's of 100 MCQs each. And once you qualify, the uniqueness about iLead is, I mean, we have our own students who are right from associate to senior managers in different companies. So we will help you with the placement assistance also. And in EA, there are only 3 papers. Okay, individual taxation, business taxation, and then tax representation. These are the 3 papers. And then I come live like this, every week to solve the live MCQs. With you every Tuesday or Thursday, because now it is the busy tax season time for us. My schedule is little busy, but still, I was missing, and yesterday, a lot of students happened to ping me on WhatsApp about the live session. So I thought, why not come today and be available for you. And we are the only academy offering, training on real-time tax preparation, whether it's individual or business tax preparation as of now, so far as I was taught. So somebody who teaches EA as well as the real-time tax preparation. So because if you're working, if you want to get into Big Four or something, of course, because now within iLead Tax Academy, we have so many people, who will be qualifying EA in this May examination. But again, to score over other qualified enrolled agents or CPAs, it is very important that you know how to prepare a tax return. In case you want to get into hardcore tax preparation domain, or else if you have different varieties, different roles to play, tax advisor, tax planner, tax preparer, tax filer, tax process manager, tax software developer, testing process. I mean, you have so many different processes that you can venture into, but learning real-time tax preparation will help you so much. And we at iLead, we do a very fair job in teaching our people on the real-time tax preparation too. And if you are on LinkedIn, let's stay connected on LinkedIn. Okay, I'm Nanda Kumar KV on LinkedIn also. That's my LinkedIn handle, linkedin.com/Nanda Kumar KV. And some of you students, you don't have your LinkedIn account yet. Please make sure that you have a LinkedIn account. And we have our contact details right here. Okay, so with this said, let's get started. Fine. Yeah, please like and share the video. Okay, we have some comments. Okay, we have some comments from Dipti. Okay, Dipti says, okay, thank you, Dipti. Okay. Thank you very much, Dipti. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much, Silva. Thank you very much. Okay, hi to all the people. Hi Sarvana, hi Yamuna, hi Anand, hi Nayab, hi Dipti, hi Gautami, hi Raja, hi Sulba, hi Dipti. Good. Happy to connect with all of you. Okay, fine. So we will get started with the MCQs. Fine. So T-Day tax session will begin now. So these are certain rules, I request you to kindly follow. Invite your friends and colleagues for, knowledge sharing. They are free to test their knowledge. And then watch. I encourage you to please watch, FB Live in a, computer or laptop for a better understanding. Please, go through these rules and regulations. It will be good for you. Open new window, menti.com, to submit your answers. That's what you got to do. Okay, and please go to menti.com. Okay, so this is the one. So please go to menti.com. Menti.com, and please type this code. Please type this code 6495229. Okay, this is the code you should be typing in. Just go to menti.com, okay, on your browser, and please enter the code, or you can just get into the QR code and then get started. Okay, fine. So today's T-Day tax session will be on these topics. Part 2, business, okay, taxation. This is in accordance with our notes, people. So whatever notes we have discussed in the class, it is in accordance with that. So please don't keep the notes with you, but please have the knowledge that was shared to you with you. Okay, and please demonstrate that knowledge here, starting a new business and keeping records. And as the part 2 real-time classes are also going on, I'm sure you must be able to do a fair job. And then taxation of LLCs, so that is yet another thing. The topics are covered from there also. And then part 3, we will be doing representation before the IRS. Okay, so these are the 2 things that we will be taking questions from. Yeah, so some may be thinking, it's a T-Day, so it's not a Tuesday and Thursday. Boy, T-Day is also today. Okay, yeah, so let's get started. Fine, so part 2, business taxation, SEE. Here's your first question. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, just remember that you have only 2 minutes to crack any question. You're not supposed to take more than 2 minutes. Two minutes is the maximum time that you must be taking. Let me put a timer here. Okay. Yeah. Okay, I believe you are enjoying. Okay, please do participate. It's very good. You can just test your knowledge, see how things work. Okay, fine. Let's read this question. Okay, so let me read this question up for you. Fine. Okay, so it says, Recognition of exemption from federal income tax must use specific forms. Okay, form 1023 or 1024 prescribed by the IRS. Okay, now what is this? What else must these organizations have prior to filing the required federal forms? What else must these organizations have prior to filing the required federal forms? Okay, let's take a look at the options here. What are the options that's available for us? Okay, we have EIN. Okay, we have EIN. Okay, EIN is definitely needed. You need to have a EIN. Then ITIN. I mean, ITIN is not mandatory. EIN is definitely needed. Okay, then PTIN. PTIN is for us. Okay, and then you have this ATIN, adoption, taxpayer identification number. So not important. So I think many have written it right. A is the right answer. Okay, EIN is must. Fine. Let's take up the next question. Yeah. Okay. Come on. Try it. Okay, time up. See, it's a 3.5 hour examination, okay? 3.5 hour examination, so it's like 210 minutes by 100 questions. Of course, 15 are not counted, but but still, take that 15 because you will be answering them also. So 100 questions for 210 minutes. So roughly it's Maggie time, 2 minutes per question. Fine. Okay. चलिए देखते हैं इसको. Which of the following partnerships is required to file electronically? Which of the following partnerships is required to file electronically? Okay, fine. Let's take a look. Returns with pre-computed penalty and interest? Not necessary. It's pre-computed, so we need not get into that again. Then certain partnerships with more than 100 partners, yes. If you have more than 100 partners, it is important that you file it electronically. I mean, that's the only option that is available, so you need to file it electronically. And then returns with reasonable cause for failing to file timely. Oh, okay. See, returns with reasonable cause, see, when you're doing a return with reasonable cost, things, like that, normally you give a explanation, you attach a letter or something like that. So that could also be, manual. And bankruptcy, yes, it will be manual. Okay, so the most important thing that must be, which of the following partnerships is required to file electronically? The answer is B, certain partnerships with more than 100 partners. Okay, fine. Chalo, let's take up the next question. Very good, very nice. Actively participate. All the best. Yeah. Come on, respond. Yeah, participate. Okay, time up. Okay, fine. See, the question here is a domestic LLC with at least 2 members that does not file Form 8832 is classified as A. So and so for federal income tax purposes. What is that? Okay. Now, first one, it says a subchapter S corporation. Now, see here, there's no reference to 2553. Yes, there's no reference to 2553. So if there was 2553, then the S corporation would have been a right answer. Okay. Now, partnership. Majority looks like they have given the right answer. Okay, this is something for you. Okay, now that's the answer, but let me explain why it is not C corporation and sole proprietor also. Now, C corporation also, if they would have filed form 8832, then it should have been a corporation by default. Whenever we see someone say corporation, by default it means that it is a C corporation. Okay, now next one is sole proprietorship. See, the very start itself, it says that a domestic LLC with at least 2 members. So when there are 2 members, there's no way that you can call it as a sole proprietorship. So if it is a single member LLC also, it's a disregarded entity, but here the right answer is B. Yeah, chaliye. Let's take up the next question. And here is your timer. Okay, fine. Let's answer this question. Okay. The tax advantage of dash is that qualifying businesses may be treated as partnerships for tax purposes, thereby avoiding the problem of double taxation associated with regular corporations. Okay, see, when we are talking about pass-through entities, I think I have told you in the class also, when I say pass-through entities, it means they are special. SPL, right? S corporation, partnerships, and LLC with multiple members. Who is multiple member? Two or more, right? So partnerships, S corp, partnership, or LLC with multiple members. So all these are treated as pass-through entities. Now here the question is, the tax advantage of so and so is that qualifying businesses may be treated as a partnership for tax purposes. Okay, so wherein you don't have this double taxation drama. What is that? First one, LLCs. Okay, now here it says LLCs. Okay, now when we say LLCs, it could be single member LLC, it could be multiple member LLC also, right? Yes or no? It could be single member LLC or multiple member LLC. Single member LLC, yeah, sole proprietor. But multiple member LLC, it's more like a partnership. It means it is more like a pass-through entity. Next one, C corporations, they have double taxation. Professional service corporation, even they do. The corporation and then the person who draws the salary and all. Sole proprietor, I mean, he is the only guy, who has to pay the taxes. So Schedule C, 1040 and all that. So LLCs, especially multiple member LLCs or partnerships, are effective way, wherein you can avoid that double taxation, which is not there in the regular corporation. Of course, even with multiple, the LLCs also, you will have self-employment tax and all. But still, it is a pass-through entity. The tax burden is passed on to the members. The entity does not pay any tax. Fine. I hope you liked it. And yeah, let's get into the next question. Okay, fine. Which of the following is not committed to the extent of the